Hello guys, Rinschef once again in Rin's kitchen, a Rin's production. Now on the menu today, dried fish. Dried fish or OBAMBLA. That's a name that most of us can relate with. So this is basically tilapia. There's nothing weird about it. Tilapia, which is fresh water fish that has been dissected and dried on the sun. It hasn't been cooked, it hasn't been done anything, it has just been dried on the sun. Sometimes they do with some salt, sometimes they don't. Now today I'm going to show you how to prepare OBAMBLA, so that next time you don't find them on the roads and pass them. They're very nice, very healthy, and they're fish. Okay, here we have OBAMBLA itself, dried fish, tilapia that has been dried on the sun, 4 large, or is it medium-sized tomatoes. I have 2 onions, garlic, rosemary, pepper, salt, cooking oil, dhania, and lemon. Point to note, because this fish is dried on the sun, chances are very high it could be put on the ground. That means it has a lot of soil. If you can see all this, ni mchanga. So you'll need to wash it nicely so that you don't have a lot of soil in your fish when you're eating it. So you have to wash them thoroughly so that you remove these scales and this soil. Just start by removing these scales. Normally the scales are left around the head. I'm not so sure why. Even in fresh fish, if you buy already prepared fish, scales are normally left on the head. So I'm done removing the scales. After that, I'll need to cut my fish before I can clean it. Sometimes when you clean before you cut, they break again. So you have to follow the process just to get them right. So we are washing the OBAMBLA in warm water. This is warm water, not hot, not too hot and not too cold. See, warm kama ya mtoto kuoga, slightly warmer. So you're seeing it has some smoke, or is it steam? Moshi. Yeah, but you see, I can wash my hands, meaning it is not too hot. At the same time, it is not cold water. So I'll just leave them to settle for about a minute. So I'm going to use Sisal to clean my fish. You can choose to use your bare hands or you can use Sisal, but I would recommend you use Sisal. Why? You see, if we have any scales left, the Sisal will be able to help you remove them. And again, when handling fish, you have to be very careful. The bones, when they prick you, it's very painful. So I'll give them a second rinse. This time round with just my bare hands. I'm not going to use the siangu again, because they're a bit cleaner. So after I have cleaned my fish, I will put them in my pan to cook. See how clean they look? Then we're going to cook them. So I'll add water, a lot of water. Then I'll put them on the fire while I prepare my vegetables. In a covered pan or pot. Cause one secret you should know, OBAMBLA and Mbuta are sisters when it comes to smell. The whole entire neighborhood will know that you're preparing OBAMBLA. So someone would say maybe wait for it to do what and what before you put your vegetables. But I would say as soon as your vegetables are ready, as soon as you have your kitungu ready, just put it in. As soon as you have your tomatoes ready, just put them in. That is what I personally do. So see at here, I am waiting for anything to happen before I can put them. So I'll put my onions. Not all of them, about half the amount. And about also half the garlic, like that. While they are cooking, I am preparing my tomatoes. So once my tomatoes are ready, I'll just put them. I'll put half also, not all of them. And then we let them cook until the water turns color. You see, it's still light, it's still waterish. We want it to look milkish. So we'll let them cook until the stew or the water turns milky. Inaendelea vizuri. It is boiling and the stew imeanza kuturn color. It is beginning to look milkish. Remember, hatuja mix. We've not mixed it in any way. Just the fish down, the onions, the garlic, and the tomatoes. So after a while, we need to add the rest of the ingredients. So when we started off, the smell was kind of weird. Ile yenye watu husema smell ya fish, blah blah blah. But the more it cooks, it now gets a much sweeter aroma. It changes from smell to aroma. So you see, zinakaa white. The stew looks milkish enough. The tomatoes are kind of well cooked. So at this stage, I will add some little cooking oil. Though this is optional. This is very optional. And then I'll add my salt. Just enough to taste. Avoid turning and twisting the fish. So what I'll do, I'll just do this to just get them to mix. After you have added your oil and your salt, we'll add these remaining ingredients. I'll put all of them together apart from the dania. So I'll put my onions, my garlic, the rosemary, the pepper, and the tomatoes. The idea is, when you have your fish, it has cooked well in the previous placed tomatoes, onions and garlic, and then the rest have not cooked too much, so you get the raw taste, almost raw per se, or slightly undercooked than the rest. Then I'll cover my sufuria and let it cook some more. So before we serve our fish, because it is ready, see, the tomatoes and onions and everything else is visible on the pan. I'll just sprinkle kidogo dania, just a little. Then the rest I'll use as garnish on the plate. Notice the soup. It is no longer plain as water. Neither is it white as milk, but it is brown because of whatever ingredients we've added and the amount of time we've let it cook. This is what you should look out for before you serve your fish, your dried fish. Fish is always very delicate. So when you're serving your fish, look for a flat spoon. Then carry it nicely and softly. That is how I'll plate my fish. And there we have our OBAMBLA, ready for eating. This meal can be best served with ugali and traditional vegetables. Do not add anything to it. It does not need flavors. It does not need these other spices. It is as good as it is just the way it is. Thank you so much guys for watching Rinschef in Rin's Kitchen. Don't forget to like, share, please subscribe, share your feedback, share your recipes. Thank you so much for just being you and letting me be me. Till next time, bye!